And we are live, even though we don't want to be live right now. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, STV is not even here. What the hell? STV, come back! It's happening! We're live! Oh boy. Oh boy. 1 second, guys. We're waiting for STV to get back. It's happening! Oh man, funny. Oh, got my own echo. All right. STV, where you at? Oh man. Yeah, I'm doing this all by myself. Let's see if what is he doing? And we're
Are we
live.
live?
Yeah.
Sorry, I said I had to go to the bathroom real quick.
We were having technical difficulties. And then I come back and I'm like, oh, he just left me hanging. You're the worst kind of wingman there is, bro. Holy shit.
It had to happen.
Oh boy, oh boy. So before we went live, you entered in a play. You want to go ahead and share with us, mere mortals, what that play is?
Yeah, I'm hunting a reversal. I'm not going to say specifically exactly what it is, but I'm hunting reversals across the board. So we'll see what happens with them. If they end up playing out, cool. If not, whatever. I know exactly what my risk is. So we'll see if they end up playing out nicely. I think they can. If not, move on to the next trade.
All right. And so, guys, I'm actually really excited. I was on a call for some time. I will be getting samples in, but you guys asked for it, and I figured, hey, you know what? 2023, let's give it. We will have 1348 branded coffee. So
I like that.
I will be tasting a variety of brews and bringing to market my faves. So if you guys like coffee, you'll have 1348 branded coffee.
Yes. That'll be sweet.
I mean, like coffee and trading seems to just go together.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Ungroovy Gaming says you better make a Coke and Hookers flavor.
That would be funny. That would be very funny. Dude, This market today has been a little bit erratic across the board. I mean, you just saw that nice squeeze to the upside. Let's see if the sellers can step back up and knock this thing back down and see if we can see some profit taking. It'd be very interesting, man, if we see this market do an aggressive move in the afternoon.
Yeah. Everything again is just particularly here with the SPY. She has definitely been respecting this level. This would be a consolidating move. I mean, just 383.74 to 384.24. That a lot of consolidation right there.
Mm-hmm.
So the longer the consolidation, the bigger the move, guys.
Mm-hmm.
This we could have Destroyer of Worlds on our hands here, guys. So if you are currently in a call, you may want to go ahead and just secure that bag. Chances are you are in profit. Secure that bag. You're not going to get rich in a day. It's just not going to happen. You don't deserve to get rich in a day.
No.
Let me explain that, right? So, you know, easy come, easy go, right? And I don't want this to come that easy because then you guys don't respect the journey. And if you don't respect the journey, then you're going to willy-nilly at some point and then just blow it all up, right?
Exactly.
So, guys, just slow and steady wins this race. You're not going to get rich overnight, okay? But Orlando has other plans with that. He's up 18% on the SPY this morning.
That's pretty sweet, dude.
That is. Let's see. And Groovy says, lesson not learned in blood are soon forgotten. Yes?
True.
All right. So we got Jeremy Walker here. This is really interesting. No, Jeremy, we're going to open up the line just for you. Ladies and gents, no one call in. We want to get to the bottom of this SPX and hopefully we can get a lesson out of it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jeremy's here for all the smoke. Jeremy, I have to ask you a question though. Jeremy, are you in the community? Are you in the Discord?
I think he is.
Well, see, my whole thing is like if you are in the Discord, like you would not take an 80% L.
No, you wouldn't.
Jeremy,
it wouldn't
you
make
know
any
better.
sense to.
So, Jeremy, okay, this is what we're gonna do. Ladies and gentlemen, make room for Jeremy. He's gonna call on in. We're gonna break this trade down.
Let's do it.
Jeremy, the floor is yours. 978-545-1348.
Off with his head. No, we're not going to beat him up too bad, but we're going to make sure that he knows. Die, Tesla, die. What's wrong
I'm
with
not
Tesla?
making any promises. 80%
Okay,
hurt
fair.
me. My stomach turned. And then he
What'd
was
he
like,
say?
no, my bad, 56%. But it still
That's
makes
still
my stomach
terrible.
turn.
Yeah, there's nothing that we've ever said that's been like, hey, let's just sit here and watch contracts go down 50%. Here we go.
Here we go. Jeremy, what's going on, brother?
Hello?
Hey, what's going on, Jeremy?
Not much, Gabe.
All right. So
Just,
let's get into this. I am
Ready
gonna...
for my ass open.
Oh, yeah, you're going to get it, bro. You are going to get it. So we're going to go to the chart, guys. Again, this is for educational purposes only, but I hope I do cause some emotional damage. Okay. No, Jeremy, I just don't want you to ever do this shit again, okay? So we have the chart up. Now,
Yes, sir.
we're looking at the chart. Now, what time frame were you playing? Were you playing the 5 or the 1?
I was playing the 5.
Okay.
And so I got in on, you see where the 3 candles are down at right about 11:05. I got in at about 42 on the way down. So I was instantly in the money. And so I was going to capture my my profit and set my stop real quick. And I go in there and instead I set a limit sell or a limit of something, whatever I did. And so then I go back into the chart and I look and I'm like, okay, I'm still 40 up, thinking that I did the right thing, you know, and then it goes against me. And I was like, oh shit, it didn't stop me out.
Okay.
You know, it didn't flash on my phone that I got out. And so then I was like, okay, well, and then I look and I go back in because I have to go back for Webull, you know, and when you play the SPX, and we can harp on me about playing the SPX here in a little bit, and I know I got it coming. But
all right. So let's rewind. Let's rewind. So I just want to be able to draw this out for the community here, right? You're saying the 3 red candles starting at are about 11. You got the 11 o'clock candle at 11:05 and the 11:10.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So what's your exact timestamp on your entrance?
Here, let me go back into my chart.
Also, what expiration date?
He was playing O'Day.
O'Day, sorry. Yep. Hi, son.
That just hurts.
No, it's not, Mom. It's just my trading community. Okay. 11:09.
11:09. So that puts you in this candle. All right, guys.
Okay,
we got a candle marked. Okay. 11:09. And you were playing it on a 5-minute, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you resort to the 1 minute maybe because this one here is when you're right at the 13.
I kind of always kind of switch back and forth between the 1, 3, and 5 Eastern. Can you go out and shut my door. Thanks, son. Love you.
So, guys,
Problem
this
one
is the
is 0
candle.
days. Like,
This is the 1 minute candle that he found himself in. This is the 1109. We got to find the 1109 candle right there. So, I mean, you were playing into the level, and now let's go back to the 5 minute. Okay. So, I'm gonna let STB
So when that
take
next
this one
candle
away.
when that next candle came down and peaked under the 13, then I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'm golden, right? I'm like, I did front run it, so I know I've been in the community for a long time, and I know all the bad things that I was just doing. I definitely do understand it, and I've seen you rip people apart for it, and I've been a part of the laughter of these people, and I've done some of these bad things myself too, but not necessarily to this extent, other than a Tesla off of 200 a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
So other than that, it's like I haven't really, taken. I haven't really stepped too far outside of the guidelines for our community.
Okay. Fair enough. So,
Other than playing. You're right. Playing 0 days SPX is not inside of our community whatsoever. Anyway, so I understand if you're going to rip me there, that's also a bad
no,
thing.
I'm not going to beat you up too bad. Guys, first off, we see the comments there. Yes, shout out to him actually
I don't
calling
have it
in.
up. I don't have it up because it'll echo. So I haven't been reading the comments, but maybe I'll go back. But I don't have the YouTube stream up right now because
People are
echo.
applauding you for your honesty. That's to be able to allow us to learn from your mistake. People are definitely applauding
It's
you.
a
So
big
they're
one,
championing
too.
you. You're being championed right now. So therefore, we're not going to cut your head off. We're just really going to make this a learning experience and attempt to see what you see. So we're going to bring the chart up. I mean, STB, I'm going to let you start.
So there's two things. One, your risk at that point when you're playing SPX there is a break of the previous day high. As soon as you see it come back up over the previous day high, you're out. The problem is that since you were playing with SPX, is that and 0 days on it as well, that if you actually go back up to day high, you're down a shitload, which doesn't make any sense. Like the risk reward there makes no sense. Unless you're sizing it for 0. Like if you were trading with an amount of money that's normally your stop, I don't really see a giant problem with that. You probably still shouldn't be playing 0 days, but your risk there is a break of the previous day high as it's coming back down. You're you're looking for it to break that 13 and continue that trend down, which all the indicators are saying. Sometimes they may just not play out though. And that's what you need to protect yourself with. Because if you got more time on that, even if you're trading SPY, like the percentage that you're going to be down is so minimal that it's not really going to, like maybe you'll be down 3 or 5% versus 50.
Yeah.
One of the things that really killed me too is like, as I was getting into that play, literally Gabe said on the stream, because we were looking at the SPY at the time, that it's the exact time I was getting into the play. Gabe said, wait on the reversal until you see it print below the 13. And he's like, don't front run. And like, I swear to God, when he said, don't front run, that's when I purchased my contract. And I was like, and I just felt like a shame, like, oh, I'm a bad boy.
Okay. So I say these things because I love you, right? So, he was waiting. He was looking for a camera in his house. That's what he was looking for. He was like, "Oh shit, Gabe's talking to me." The reason why we say don't.
Gabe literally said, "Wait for it to get below the 13," and I was like, I've seen this before because I mean, to be honest, on a lot of these plays, I make $2,000,
Yeah.
But then again, the opposite side is this right here, losing, when you F up and you don't set your shit right.
Listen, man, as long as this doesn't happen, maybe like more than once a quarter, Because sometimes we have like shit that happens to us. We might fat finger. We might like just something happens. You take a phone call and you come back and you're just like, what the fuck just happened? But as long as again, you're playing, you're playing the system. If we go back to the chart here, again, yeah, in my mind, if I was going to take this play, I would have played it to the 13, right? And then close the position and then wait for a break below, right? Didn't really
Absolutely.
quite see that, right? You don't see that here on the 5. You don't see it at all. So that's why, guys, we 1348 is based on levels, right? I mean, well, it's based on a cross, but don't disrespect the levels, right? And this is a great example as well of the EMA being a level, right? A great example. So, Jeremy, listen, man, hey, you make a lot of money with SPX. Absolutely. You're going to make the money. Sometimes the market takes the money back, but I will tell you this, and this just falls back on to previous lessons. Do not fall in love with making money. Right?
Yes, sir.
Do not romanticize that shit. Your job is to protect your ass at all costs. Okay? So, if you focus on not losing money, then the opposite must be true, right? Right? And
yes, sir.
We say that, and we say that for a reason. Because, we start making money and we start developing a false confidence, and then we become like deer in headlights when we see like, oh, massive gains, right? I think I heard you say you were up 40% at one point.
Yep. Well, I was.
Why didn't
I
you
was
use the
up
stop loss
40,
strategy?
just 40 bucks. 40 bucks.
Oh, 40
I was
bucks.
up 40 bucks, and so yeah, I was instantly up just like 40 bucks, and and this is a contract that I bought the contract once one strike out of the money, and so I was instantly up 40 bucks and went to go set the stop, but then hit, instead of doing stop, I did like a limit sell on or whatever. Hold on, I know exactly what I did. I then went into my account and then canceled it because I was like, how come I didn't just get stopped out when it went up, So
Okay.
when I play Webull, so I said sell the close, and then you got to change from limit to stop. And so that's the part I missed. And then I was just like messing around with my numbers, hit the sell, and then I'm like, okay, I'm still 40 bucks in the money. Then all of a sudden it flashes up, and I was like, oh, how come I didn't just get taken out?
Okay.
And so
I got a question for you. Do you have
sir.
Do you have a dedicated trading station?
What do you mean? Oh, where I sit to trade?
No. Do you have a dedicated trading station? Do you have like an area in your home that is dedicated specifically to trading, just like you're hyper focused on the trading? Do you have that space for yourself?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. I do lock myself in my room, and then I put on my TV. I put on trading something live or whatever, just for alerts. They do day trading or whatever. They're out of Canada. It's
Okay.
But I just do that for mainly they come out with
Okay.
any sort of news, right? So I have that in the background. Then I have my computer to the right of me set up for trading view, and I usually just have the SPX on there. And then I have on my phone, I listen to STV and then during the day.
All right.
And I trade using my phone, and then my chart is to the right on my computer.
Okay.
And this is the third account that I've built using 1348, and this one's not doing so good because of the risk that I'm putting into it.
All right.
But you guys have already helped me in following the rules when I first learned 1348 build up to 50K. And then I let that's being managed not by me anymore. That's being managed by Charles Schwab, which I hate, actually.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to tell you this, and for anybody who's watching, right, a dedicated trading area, and I don't even want it to be a room big. Yeah, guys, I swear this might sound funny to you, but when I first got into trading, I took a desk and I put it right in the corner. Right, everything else was behind me. I'm literally just like stuck in a corner. And I have my monitors out, and that is just my focus. I have no other distractions. I don't, I have my 2 monitors up, and I'm just hyper focused on the trade. That's how I trade. Yes, having like a narratives like STV going, or maybe the other guys in Canada, you get the audio going, but just give yourself a corner, and that's it, and hyper focus on it. So if you can get yourself an additional laptop, now I heard you say like, hey, you've made like $2,000 in a day, that kind of thing, right? Invest in that workstation, and then
playing SPX, like playing SPX, that there's $1,000 opportunities every single day, sometimes 3 or 4 times a day.
Okay, are you hitting them all?
If you want to allocate that much risk.
Okay, are you hitting them all?
Well, why though? Why allocate that much risk?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are you hitting them all?
No, absolutely not hitting them all.
Okay. What's your win percentage? Mind me asking.
On SPX, it is. Let me go back to the. So after this hit today, profit loss. SPX. After this hit. Shoot, how do you tell? Accumulated. How do you tell on win percentage? I can only just tell how long or how much I'm.
You'd have to calculate it yourself.
Yeah. Okay. So
you would have to calculate it yourself. Okay.
Just on.
All right. So I'm gonna let STV take over.
The week. From yesterday and today, I'm up 390 still after taking that loss. Mm-hmm. I'm up 390 on the week on SPX. Okay. Two days, yesterday and today.
390 on a week with SPX. Okay. I'm gonna let STV take over. I think what you probably should do, and this is the reason why I asked you if you hit them all, right? Because you said, the SPX, gives you $1,000 moves almost every day, right? The thing is that like that's not.
No. They give you $1,000 opportunities. I'm not hitting them all, but the opportunities there.
Yeah.
So those movements in the SPX are there.
Okay.
But I'm definitely not hitting them all. Otherwise, okay. I'd be Gabe status.
Well, I mean, I don't even hit them all. I mean, well, it just really depends how big her waist is. But but with that being said, it's like I like to keep my win percentage consistently 65 to 70%. That's where I'm at, right? But I also and this goes for everybody, if the money making opportunity is there, the money losing opportunity is there as well, right? Uh-huh. So you have to be super, super careful. I'm going to let STV take it from here and take it away, brother.
So the main thing, what it looks like on this trade today is it just looks like you got caught and you just messed up your order. That's fine. In order to solve that, you just have to be a little bit more careful when you're placing your orders, making sure that you're placing an order that you actually want. The second thing, definitely use that stop loss strategy, and having your risk like at a specific point on the chart is going to help you so much. So like what we were just talking about, and guys, this goes for everybody, please get more time on your contracts. You do not need to be trading 0 days. I honestly think most of you should just get the 0 day word out of your vocabulary. Because things like this happen. Like you'll just see random moves and they'll go bing, oops, now you're down 40%. it's gonna skip your stop loss, and you're gonna be in a really, really bad situation. You're setting yourself up for failure if you continuously try and play 0 day. Some people can do it and they size it appropriately, but for what we're doing here, it makes no sense. It makes literally 0 sense to be playing 0 days. Again, the only caveat is if you're sizing it for 0.
Can I tell you some of what I do? One of the reasons why I play SPX with this particular account is to try and get it up to that point to where I have enough money to not just play one contract of Apple or one contract at a time. You know, it's almost like I feel like I need to, and because I've done it in the past,
you don't.
It's almost like I feel like I need to have a few big ones just so I can be comfortable. Because I'm not comfortable with like $25 sometimes.
It doesn't matter.
And then so sometimes what I do.
Hold on. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the number is. It's just percentages.
It's percentages. Don't look at your portfolio. Numbers don't matter in this game. Dollar amounts. That's how you know you're dealing with and I'm not insulting you here, right? But new traders often say like, "Oh, I made $5,000 today." Right? Okay, yeah, you made $5,000, but what percentage is that? Right. Now, if I tell you I made $5,000 and that's 1%,
on a small account under 5K though.
Oh, okay,
right?
so
I think it seems more impressive.
Jeremy, quiet. You're looking at it the completely the wrong way. You're looking at it just the wrong way.
Absolutely.
So this is the thing that I've been trying to get across to everybody for the longest time. You're just looking at it in the wrong way. It's okay. Everybody looks at the market this way sometimes. And I know you're not a beginner, but this is a beginner mistake. It doesn't matter what those numbers actually are. It matters the consistency and the habits that you're building. What I want everybody to do is approach the market in the exact same way every single time. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, I don't know if you've heard me say this on the stream a few times, but what we've been saying is people keep asking me, it's like, what does this trade look like? It doesn't actually matter necessarily as much what the trade itself looks like. It doesn't matter. And I will always default to saying, what's the risk? That's what this whole thing is. And I want you to think about your trades in terms of how do I minimize my risk the most I possibly can, not how can I squeeze the most out of the trade. Because I'll give you an example of what I was doing today and how this can easily go against you very, very aggressively. So, okay, well, Gabe, this SPY reversal played out very nicely. But this is, so I want, Gabe, can you pull up the SPY here?
I was going to say, like, shit's coming down now.
Sorry, I got to move the stop up. Give me 2 seconds.
There you go. Yes, set up a stop. Guys, before we get into that, think in percentages. It is always percentages. It's never dollar amounts, right? Dollar amounts will fuck you up at a grand level, right? Especially when you're doing big dollar amounts, right? It will totally wreck you. You talk the markets from the perspective of percentages.
Yeah.
Percentages. And if you come to me and say, Gabe, I'm doing 1% each and every day. Now, you just told me $25. $25 does not sound impressive. However, 1% compounded daily sure fucking does. You see? That sounds impressive. And I don't care if that's $25. I don't care if it's $25. That means you're following the rules and you're compounding into financial freedom. Now, I got to ask you something. Did you go to the doctor and did he give you an expiration date?
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. So it's the fucking rush, bro. Just take your time, man. Take your time. So we're going to bring up the chart, STV. Take it away, man.
I want you guys to understand, and this is why, it's a really good example of how I've been talking about risk over the last couple days. Can you go to 10:05 on the SPY?
10:05. 10:05. Yes, sir. Taking a left on Park Avenue. Why do I feel like your fucking driver right now? Let's do just 10:05 right here.
Okay, 10:05. Let's see. Go back a little bit more. Let's see. Hold on. Sorry, I can't see it over here. Yep. Okay, so 10:05 on the SPY. What I'm looking at on this chart here is if you hold on. This actually looks really stupid the way I look at it now. Was this 10:05
On the 5 minute?
Hold on. Yeah, let me see when this actually gets filled. Order filled at 10:05. Yeah, on the 5 minute. So I decided to be a little bit of a dum-dum and front run a potential reversal coming back down. Why the hell did I do this? This must have looked a lot different when I was looking at this on the replay. So in this scenario here, my risk is incredibly tight. It's a break of day high. I'm entering near that blue pill line, right around there on that candle open. Okay. So I'm saying I'm risking the day high, not 10 or 15%. I'm risking the day high.
Yeah.
Okay. Price comes up to the day high. I'm out. I think I took maybe a 4% loss on that trade. I got a little.
So you were front running this reversal.
But
okay.
But here's what I did. But here's what I didn't do. I didn't wait for that trade to go down 10 to 15%. I knew it was high risk. I knew it could have really gotten that reversal. And again, most of the things that I say too are, oh, I don't really like trying to trade these reversals in the morning. I should have just stuck with that. I didn't, but I kept my risk super, super, super tight. Look what happens with the price action after. It shoots up. I would have been stopped out 10 or 15%. Now, if I'm sitting there hoping that it's going to come back, then I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Completely fucked.
Jeremy, I just want to say, man,
yes.
Thank you for calling in. Like, and we're just going to give it to you straight, right? We're not,
Yeah.
We're going to give it to you straight because, hey, man, everybody deserves that chance, right? And I think as long as you change your mindset to percentages and just really let the power of mathematics work its magic,
mm-hmm.
I think you are going to get, because I'm listening to his goals. He's saying to get his portfolio where he wants it to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, imagine just stacking 1% gains and then your portfolio gets there in 25, 30, 60 days,
mm-hmm.
right? Now what you've done in that time is also establish good habits so that when you finally get the portfolio, because I've seen portfolios run, and if there's no good habits formed, I've seen them absolutely slaughtered, right? Mm-hmm. So enjoy this journey here. Think about it in percentages, 1%. 0 days to expiration. We talked about this yesterday, STB, that the only time you want to go ahead and play a 0 day expiration is maybe on a Friday after you absolutely freaking killed it. Tabasco Dave is up 53% on the week, right? So if he goes and risks 1% on an O day tomorrow just to have fun with it, he can.
Right. Yeah. Can I hold on? I got to continue on the little risk management rant here for a second.
Oh, there you go.
So that trade that we were just talking about, how I kept that risk super tight, I was able to just get out of it for a really quick loss. And I was playing 7 days out on the SPY. If I was trading dailies, that would have been down 30% at least. So then, and I want you to, because you have to go through the progressions because you don't know what's going to happen next. So I'm down a little bit, nothing crazy. Then I go in and I hit a little baby base hit scalp on the SPY. Brings my account right back to even, relatively flat. Okay. So now I'm sitting here saying I can do nothing for the rest of the day. That little base hit trade that I hit got me back to pretty much even on the day. But if I let the trade go down 10 to 15, those little base hits are not going to do much for me. So it's a risk game. It's not, and I like to say this a lot. It's like mindset, method, money management. The method is sometimes going to give you trades that just go nuts, but you have to trade them the same every single time. That's why on that little base hit SPY reversal, I was able to just capture the gain quick and set my stop and profit, and it stops me out and I'm good to go. And I've basically gotten myself back to even because I've managed the risk appropriately and kept it super tight. If I didn't, well, then that trade wouldn't have mattered. And I'd be sitting here like, why the fuck did I let this trade go down 10 to 15%? Looking back at this chart now, I'd be kicking myself. I'd be like, why the fuck did I do that?
All right.
But then
go ahead.
You can continue. So I want everybody in here right now, focus on the risk. Like Gabe says, focus on not losing money, and the opposite will be true. Focus on minimizing the losses as close as you can.
Yes.
And that's going to help you just know exactly, okay. And it's the example that we've talked about where it's like two traders take the same trade. One of them takes a loss at 10. One of them takes a loss at 5. They then both hit a 10% base hit. Trader 1's up 0.5%. Trader 2's even. It's a risk management game. It's not maximizing the gains.
Yeah. I agree. Now, Jeremy, I just want you to know you're not alone in here. Now, we got 291 people in this stream. Raise your hand if you've ever got wrecked on 0 days to expiration.
Me, I've done it. Everybody's done it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's done it. So you're not alone, but you will be alone, sir, if you don't change your habits. You're going to be alone. You're going to be depressed. You're going to be mad. You're going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Right? If you don't change that habit, you will be alone because the community will go ahead and say, well, Jeremy, weren't you on that live stream? Didn't they tell you stop doing it?
Yeah, I'm not trying to yell at you,
Yeah.
Jeremy. It's just like,
Hey,
I want everybody to learn in this way in terms of risk versus reward.
Yeah. I mean, seeing the play, I decided like, no, you weren't going to get a yelling. I mean, like you played it. Your intent on the play was just pretty fucking spot on, to be honest with you. All right, Jeremy. It was allowing yourself to lose the money, which then that's when I just want to hit myself in the head with a fucking hammer. But we still love you. All right. Just moving forward, Jeremy, can we get a promise from you that you're not going to play 0 days to expiration? Can you promise that to me and the community? Can you?
Please,
Yeah, I promise you.
please.
You promise?
Jeremy, if you don't mind me asking, what? Because you said you ran your account up to 50,000. What's the account size that you're trading with now? If you don't mind saying.
This one is now under 4800.
48,000. 4,800. Okay.
No, 4800.
Well,
Yep,
with a
Charles,
$4,800 account, you're pretty much fine to trade
Yep,
a lot.
it's a tiny account. Yeah, so I play, and this account is 100% profit. So when
Okay.
I know that that it sounds like, yeah, you don't want to lose profit, but
I know what you do.
I'm thinking
I know
like
what you're
I'm
doing.
taking a lot more risk because it's already in their profit.
Yep. I know what you're doing. So that's fine. I mean, let's say like this. If you have a larger account that you're trading with, or if you have money allocated to trade with that's maybe not in profit, or you're going to trade smarter, make sure that you're not trading 0 days and doing all that crazy shit in a larger account. If it's one of those fun, you can just you can do this. You can just set aside fund money and just say, fuck it, I don't care. But you have to make that distinction where you're going to take it seriously in terms of the risk, or you're not.
Yeah. I want to jump in. I want to chime in here. Really quickly. At let's say $5,000, following 1% will return you 50 grand in 232 trading days. So just a little over a calendar year right now. Jeremy, I have to ask you something. Like, I'm really, really curious, right? Because I don't want to falsely label you a gambler, right? But you did make mentions like, $25.
You might have to to kind of put that on me just a little bit, because it is something that this.
Listen, man, don't ruin my world right now. Don't ruin my world. Don't ruin my world right now. Let me finish what I'm gonna say, okay? Right? We're trying to have a feel good moment here. Now, what I have to ask you is like, I don't want to call you a gambler, and you said $25 is probably not even worth your time. I mean, I could get that. I understand that, right? I'm used to making a certain amount of money that, like, if you said, hey, I'm making $300 a day, I'd be like, go fuck your mother. Like, that's, so I have to ask you, what do you do occupationally?
So I was injured in Afghanistan, so I'm medically retired from the military.
Okay.
So I basically take this $5,000 account and mess with it the whole day. And then I go to the gym, and then at night I smoke weed and I ice fish.
Okay.
That's it. Oh, I'm a welder too. But so that's what I do. I'm retired, and I just do this trading on this account, on this $5,000 account.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
I don't trade my big account anymore because and I haven't since the middle of last year.
So here's some of the things that I've said in the past are, and we've talked about this in the past, where it's, you have to disconnect yourself slightly between what we're doing here. And like, because if you spend, let's say like $100 doing something, you know, you're spending it. It's like, okay, you feel it, like, you know exactly what you're doing. But in the market, it's a little bit different. Now there's a healthy balance between just thinking about it in terms of it's just numbers on a screen, and then also thinking it's just numbers on a screen, I'm going to just say, fuck it, which I don't think you're doing. It doesn't sound like you are. I mean, this trade today wasn't that bad. I just, and this is really just like learning lessons for everybody else in here. It's just focus on the risk. Just focus every single time. Maybe write it down. Maybe say, okay, write it down every single time you're about to enter a trade. Where's the risk? Like, where is it on the chart?
Jeremy, I'm listening for these keywords, and he says, sure. I just trade all day. This is what he does all day, right?
Yeah.
Jeremy, do you try to get your trades?
It's a lot of looking at the chart and waiting for the
okay.
alerts.
Okay.
And
cool,
then looking at the chart to see if I want to take.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes,
how many trades are you taking a day?
Lately, I've pretty much only been doing SPX, so like 3 trades a day.
No problems there.
No problems there. No.
I think it's just a risk thing. That's really what it is for most people. It's risk. And then I think you have to decide for yourself what you are going to label your $5,000 account as. Like, if you have a big account, I'm pretty sure you'd trade that a lot differently than this $5,000 account. So you can think to yourself, okay, I'm going to try to get this $5,000 account over time up to that 50, and then you're at 100, which would be awesome. Or you can say, screw that money. I'm still going to trade with my big account smarter, in making sure you're getting enough time and managing your risk appropriately. And then your other account's just your fun account, which some people do. That it's a sliding scale of risk.
Yeah. Oh man. Hey, Jeremy. All right. So also, on behalf of the community, I'm sure you see any comments there. Also, thank you for your service. Now, what I want you to do is,
I don't have the stream up.
We thank you for your service, but what I want you to start doing is focusing on percentages, right? Focus on percentages.
Yes, sir.
And don't if you have a $5,000 account, $25 is actually pretty fucking good, honestly. If you ask me,
0.5%, or what is that? 0.5%?
That's 0.5%.
It's not bad, dude.
It's not bad. So I think also what happens is, and you see this a lot with a lot of traders as well, they put too much pressure on that one play in that one position, right? So Jeremy, if you go ahead and you do 2 plays for 25%, $25, right, on a $5,000 portfolio, you're 1% up all day, every day, right?
That's right.
You're up 1%. All day, every day, $25 against that $5,000 portfolio. Just really, really put it in that perspective, and just know that over time, okay, this thing gets big, and then it just gets bigger, and you have that snowball effect. And just imagine next year, on this very day, next year we have the same conversation, and you're like, hey guys, I got 45, 50 grand here. And now I'm making 1% on that. So, guys, what's 1% on 50 grand?
$500,
right? Everything is relative. Everything is relative, right? So, again, do not put so much pressure on your portfolio, and have a very realistic perspective on what it is that you're attempting to make or trying to make based on a dollar size of your portfolio. That's all I really got, man.
I appreciate it.
All right, man. Well, Jeremy, listen, man. Thank you for calling in.
The live stream, and now I can see your face when you're talking to me.
There you go. Now you can see your face. But thank you for calling in, man.
Yeah, thank you, Jeremy. There's a lot of lessons to be learned there. So hopefully everybody watching was able to understand what we're saying here.
Yeah, there was a lot of lessons. I'm glad I could help everybody else with my stupidity. And thanks for not really hammering on me like that guy like about a year ago that lost like 50% of his whole port.
We're not gonna yell. I mean, we're gonna tell you what you need to hear, but we're not gonna berate you.
No, no,
we're not gonna
Well,
yell.
thanks for not kicking me out of the community for playing 0 days SPX.
You made a promise that you'll never do it
time.
anymore.
There's still time.
There's still time.
All right, brother. You have a good one, man.
All right, thanks, Gabe. Thanks,
Later,
STV.
man.
Yeah, take it easy.
All right, bye.
Woo. Dude,
Man.
we have a lot of lessons I've got a lot of lessons to share with you guys today too on this next stream that we're doing. I don't know if we're gonna have time to do them on here, but we have a lot of gems coming towards you guys.
Oh man! Shout out
just
to
ripped,
Jeremy,
dude.
guys. Show him some love inside the Discord. STV is going live in 5 minutes, right?
Mhm.
So I'm gonna jump on that stream and just troll you there too. You know, I'm gonna make it rain on my hoe. STV is my hoe. I'm gonna make it rain on the hoes. No. Anyways, no, I love this kid too, and I love you go. I love you all very, very much too. I love you guys and gals very, very much. It's just, you know, these type of things, you know, they do happen, and this is, you know, again, it's just emotions. You know, it really is emotions sometimes, you know, and then again, the emotions and that feeling of like, I'm not doing enough, right? So $25 on a $5,000 port, guys, that's 0.5%, you know,
good,
on
man.
one trade. You do it, you know, 2 or 3 times a day, right? Again, just manage your risk. You are putting yourself in a situation to make money consistently over time. You don't put so much pressure on one trade. Don't put so much pressure on your port. Let your port breathe. This is so important, right? Like, listen, you know, if you got $1,000 portfolio, you know, don't pressure it to make 100% in one fucking play. Please don't do that.
Exactly.
Let it breathe. You'll be glad you did. Signing out.